Saturday. Oh, my in-laws surprised us for our weekend away with children, without children. It's exciting. Just sitting here watching Peter Chadwick. What's everybody got on the schedule today? I thought I heard somebody.
Oh, hey.
But you're already all dressed up.
Well, I'm ready for whatever.
What's on the agenda?
Well, we'll go and check in at Donnie's.
Yeah.
And, well, you already got coffee.
I went to get some chai tea. Help my cold a little bit.
Well, now, I have something good in the car called Zicam
Uh-huh.
that I keep with me, and if you just suck on one, it does knock it back.
Okay, well, I have Zicam spray I've been using.
No, these are tablets. Glue don't get me. I mean, comb my hair.
Well, your hair looks good. You got all those hats here.
So I need my hats. I don't need to comb it.
Yeah. Just wear a hat. You'll be fine.
I did try to call you yesterday. I asked you certainly if we could come, and I couldn't get through. You didn't answer.
Oh, Lord knows. I was probably on a video or something.
Yeah, well, you'll see my number.
Oh. I didn't check my voice. Did you leave me a voicemail?
I don't know that I did. I think I just
Well, I was...
quickly then thought, well, I can get Thomas.
Oh, it's fine. We're not doing a thing. He's gone on a bike ride.
He's going out on the windsurfer.
No, he's on a bike ride.
Oh,
He's on a bike ride. So we're just going to hang out. We don't have any plan.
well, your parents are here, aren't they?
Yeah, we saw them yesterday. We went to Beaufort and had a good visit with them. And, yeah, they're here. They're leaving maybe tomorrow. They have a big party in Beaufort tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Like a historic commission kind of
well, that's neat.
art party or something.
You'll see some interesting people.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
And what time is the wedding today? We're getting ready for a wedding at 5.
I think it is 5:30 at the Methodist Church.
Uh-huh.
And so I don't know. We need to get there about 4:30ish.
4:30ish. Okie dokie.
And then the reception will follow everybody. I think it's at the Dunes Club.
Oh, well, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am feeling better. Thank you, Barb. I think my cold is on the mend. On the mend.
Good.
Yeah. And Amos is getting ready to go to the zoo with Mary.
Oh, they're going to Norfolk.
Yeah, they're going to go to the zoo today.
Good.
It's a good zoo day today.
Good.
I told Thomas I could go out to breakfast.
Yeah.
I hadn't been to the pier in a while. We could go do that.
Where do you want to eat breakfast?
Well, we don't ever hardly go, but I like to eat up at the pier.
Oh,
It's good. If y'all want to go, we could go get some grits and stuff. Yeah, when he gets back.
okay.
Is Grandpa up?
He's up. We're going to collect all that stuff. He brings in too much stuff. So that'll take a minute.
Yeah, you had your silver mirror you brought with you.
Well, it's to look at the back of my head.
I didn't know why. What? I thought it was maybe to knock somebody out in the night.
Hopefully I don't have to use it for that.
Yeah, we'll walk upstairs and see what people are doing. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, it's not as cold today. Grandma, you have a lot of hats.
I know, would you like one?
I don't know. I do sort of admire this one.
That's cute, I think. Yeah.
I feel like I look like that woman from Orphan Annie if I put it on. You know, who's married to Rooster? Not Mrs. Hannigan, the other one. There's more in here. You've also brought a lime. I like to see what you packed.
I
And a mirror.
Vodka too, I don't know.
And vodka? Oh, I bet Thomas already hid that from you.
It's all right, but they're a house gift.
And
That's
then
one.
this one looks just like this one.
Well, they're all a little tiny bit different. Now, the one you got on needs to have the band worked on a little.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I don't think I'm gonna put one on now.
I'll put this
If
one
you
on.
say the weather's warm.
Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's hat weather. This one,
Now, I had a brush and comb.
well, you don't
Yes,
seem to
I-
have it right here.
Maybe they're upstairs.
Oh.
Well, that looks good on you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Rooster!
Oh, good. We'll keep that one.
Well, no, I won't wear it.
You want?
No. I don't ever wear a hat. Because then if I wear a hat, then my hair would look bad. I'll go see what Grandpa thinks. Yeah, we came down to the beach last night for a wedding. I did a subscriber video last night.
Well, good morning.
Well, hello, Grandpa. Did you sleep well?
I did. I slept mighty well.
Good. Where are you going to get your shoes on? We thought we'd go out to breakfast.
Yeah, we heading out to eat with Donnie and them, I guess.
Oh, Janie, we said we might go out to the pier for breakfast.
It is nice.
Yeah, Janie thought y'all might want to go.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all took me to the pier one time we were dating and we were in Edenton and they said, let's go eat breakfast. I thought, well, this is great. We'll go eat breakfast. And they drove to the beach.
Yeah, never had a better meal. I've never seen as many desserts. That was an unusual party. I've never gone to a party like that.
He went to a party last night. I know it was desserts and alcohol.
It was strange. Have you ever gone to them?
No, but I've heard they're really nice.
I've never heard of it. But there were as many as you could possibly eat. And
Did you eat?
they were very rich.
What did you have?
I had a little pecan pie thing in a shell. Mm-hmm. Then there were little tiny bits, so in other words, you could never fill up on them. They were about the size of your 3 fingernails. And I had strawberry shortcake. Then they had some lemon tarts. Then they had a lot of other chocolate eclairs and stuff like that. People were gobbling them up.
Oh, I think people enjoy that. We need a good story from Grandpa again. Grandpa, did you ever come to Atlantic Beach when you were growing up?
I came a very few times. We went to Nag's Head. Back then, everybody went to Nag's Head because it's a little bit closer, actually right much closer. And everybody went down there. And I just went, back then children were seen but not heard from. Children don't have the status back then that they've got now. Truly.
Was that
I mean,
good or bad?
What?
Is that good or bad?
Well, probably good. I don't know. Children were to be seen but never heard. And so we didn't do a lot of talking.
So you didn't get to go to the beach either?
No, we'd get to go to the beach. It's just that when we went to the beach, we were told to go out and play on the sand dune
Uh-huh.
pretty quickly. Sometimes you'd be going out to play on the sand dune when it was raining. You didn't particularly want to go.
When it was
Sand dune.
raining.
And back then, the sand dunes were so tall that there was a little lake between them. I mean, Jockey's Ridge was just way up there. And then there was a great valley in between, and the valley was usually wet. I mean, there was water in there.
Huh.
Well, And then around it, of course, there was no mosquito control. And so if you strayed from the sand dune, you almost captured that, because once you got into the brush around the sand dune, the mosquitoes would eat you up,
Really?
literally.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Do they spray everywhere now, you
No,
think?
Yeah, they do.
Ah.
Back then they didn't. And the flies were bad too, and the biting flies, they would bite you pretty badly.
Uh-huh.
And, but then your parents tried to make you entertained by claiming that there were Indian villages in the brush there, so that you were always looking for Indians. In other words, that make up stuff to try to make you entertain yourself.
You all should look for some relics in the
Yeah,
dunes.
I was always looking for bones of the colonists or Indian arrowheads.
Did you ever find any?
Never found the first one. But, and of course, you know, the Wright brothers' flight, of course, was always a thing of interest to children. We were told that story time and time again. And then, of course, we were terribly entertained during World War II when we were told that there were submarines looking at us and going to, if we walked along the beach, we could easily be killed.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would they tell you that?
Well, they want to keep you in because the shore patrol was up there riding back and forth. And they use that as a scare tactics, as an element of control.
Grandma, did you ever come down here when you were little?
Well, probably in the 50s, certainly. I came down with friends later, and yes, we had a couple of friends who had cottages
How long did it take to get here from Raleigh back then?
forever.
For,
Took
Forever.
over 3 hours.
uh-huh.
It took 5 to get to Nags Head
Yeah, whenever you...
5 to get to Nags Head from Raleigh.
from Raleigh.
And now it takes how long?
From Raleigh to Nags Head, it's what, 3.5?
It was a very dangerous road from Eden to
Big
Nags
T's on a
Head,
bike ride.
because it was just 2-lane road, but they're very narrow lanes. And there were a lot of triangle intersections on the way to Nags Head.
Oh.
And all the little towns that you know can go straight through, you had to kind of go through them to get to Nags Head. So there was no easy trip. I can get to Nags Head from Eden in probably an hour and 20 or 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But back then it was a good 2 hours.
Huh. Well, just getting to Edenton from Raleigh was a good 3 hours.
Yeah, except the worst part about it back then was that people entertained themselves by means that would kill you, like speeding. Everybody raced from Edenton to Nags Head to see who could get there first.
Really?
And usually it was I remember Francis Hicks had a ragtop convertible, a yellow convertible, Studebaker. And he would lay that thing down. We could get there pretty fast, but again, instead of going through the triangular intersections, he'd go right through the middle of them. And we'd jump a few ditches in the thing. So it was something else. But a lot of fun, we had a lot of fun. And children back then, there was certainly no drugs at all, but I would be allowed to say that when I was 16 years old, we all drank liquor.
Did your parents care?
They didn't. Well, we pretended around them. I think they had an inkling that we were. But it was mainly beer. We drank beer, and a lot of it. Always had it iced up.
And a lot of it.
A lot of fun back then, a lot of fun. A lot of good food, tremendous food, tremendous desserts. Everything that was bad for you was in plenitude back then.
Alcohol, cigarettes.
Alcohol, beer, desserts, and cars, fast cars, and heavy cars. Of course, no seat belts at all. And many of the cars were very wide cars, so therefore the lanes were narrow and the cars were wide. I mean, they were big old heavy cars.
Yeah, that is true. The cars were a lot bigger and heavier.
Yeah, they were great big cars, and I think I've said this before, but Daddy bought a beautiful car. It was used, but everybody bought used cars. You wouldn't think about a new car. And this was a Buick Roadmaster convertible with red leather seat covers, Dynaflow windows. It was at the big bulbous grill that was at the front. It was the best looking thing in the world, but of course it was good looking to all my friends and also any girls that we attempted to date. And so they would all pile on that thing, and Daddy heard from somebody that I was riding downtown in it, and there looked like about 40 people riding on it. And so he got rid of it. That was a black day for me. I hated to see that thing go, but he knew that there was too much liability with it.
Well, and you owned a, didn't you own a limousine?
Yeah, well, that was much later.
When I was in college, though, and
Yeah,
your own
that
son
was
drove the limousine around, didn't he?
Jane and I were married then, and yeah, that was a notorious limousine. It was I think I told this story before, but Janie was sick or something. She didn't go, so Caroline, my then 13-year-old daughter, and I went, and we bid in unbeknownst to Janie, we bid in a limousine. Because
An auction,
it was so cheap.
bought a
They had
limo.
an auction outside of Goldsboro then, and it sold for cheap. It was something like, I think we paid $8,500 for it, and with tax, I think it ended up being about $9,000. And I took that home, and I don't think Janie was too happy at first, but then a light bulb clicked in her brain. She said we'll just use it to advertise, so we painted Mulberry Hill Golf Course properties on the side of it, on both sides. So it it was certainly gained attention.
And then Thomas drove K's around it at NC State.
Yeah, Thomas got us almost in a lot of trouble with that because he was in it all the time, picking up people, and dropping people off. I don't think he knew whether the people were completely on or not. I think he dragged a few people that weren't quite in the car. And so he was going all over Raleigh with that thing. And he never told us. We had no idea that was going on.
I knew it was going on. I saw him.
Well, I think you might have been in it one time.
Wasn't in the limousine. Thomas wouldn't give me too much attention back then. This is great, said Terry Haywood. Burke and I missed these two. Such a storyteller. Tom and Janie. You ever see Burke Haywood?
You know, I don't see Bert as much as I'd like to. He claims he's going to be at various places, and Jane and I go to a lot of trouble to get to those places.
Are you hearing this,
At
Burke?
the last minute, Burke isn't there.
Burke, he's on to you.
I think he is.
We hope to see him in Washington.
Yeah, we hope to see him in Washington.
They hope to see y'all in Washington.
Yeah, I hope.
Yep.
Friday night.
Yeah,
What?
Friday night.
This Friday night?
It's November the 4th.
November the 4th, Friday night.
I'm sure he won't be there. He'll up to the last minute say he's going to be there and then not done.
I thought this was a subscriber video, but it wasn't. It was on the big page video. I'm going to go get dressed before we go out to breakfast and do a quick subscriber video. Carry on, people.